Alright, so now we can talk about aggregate expenditure as a whole. So here are the few assumptions that we'll make. First, that it's a closed economy. Then, it's a mixed economy, which means there is presence of government expenditure. And finally, that it is a welfare state. So a welfare state means that there will be transfer payments, right? So now if I write down my aggregate expenditure function, this will be AE equals to C plus I plus J. In the consumption function video, we talked about how C is basically A plus BYD plus I plus J. Now, if I expand this, so this will be A plus B, and YD is Y minus TY plus Q. Notice that Q is present because it's a welfare state, plus I plus J. And finally we get our aggregate expenditure function as A plus BY minus BTY plus BQ plus I plus J. So this is the aggregate expenditure function. So now we'll talk about how to sketch the aggregate expenditure function. So over here I have equilibrium income on the x-axis and aggregate expenditure on the vertical axis. So the vertical intercept is where y, that's equilibrium income, equals to 0. At this point, aggregate expenditure will be A plus BQ plus I plus J. So I get my vertical intercept. This will be, say, over here. So this is A plus BQ plus I plus J. Now next, to find the gradient, I will differentiate the aggregate expenditure function with respect to equilibrium income, and I get B minus BT, and this becomes B1 minus T. So now if I sketch the function with a positive gradient, this is what it will look like, where the gradient is B1 minus T. Now the parallel shifts in AE will be caused, I'll write this down. Parallel shifts will be caused by changes in the autonomous variables of aggregate expenditure. That's A, autonomous consumption, Q, transfer payments, I, that's investment, and J. This means the autonomous variables of AE means they have no relation with Y. This means they are independent of equilibrium income. No relation to Y. Right? Non-parallel shifts will be caused by changes in B, the marginal propensity to consume, and pivots will be caused by changes in the tax rate. So parallel shifts will be caused by the autonomous variables of aggregate expenditure, non-parallel shifts will be caused by the marginal propensity to consume, and pivots will be caused by changes in the tax rates. We already discussed how these variables change in previous examples, in the previous videos. So this is how you sketch the aggregate expenditure function. In the next video we'll talk about how to determine the equilibrium level of income, and then we'll discuss what the multiplier and the accelerator theory is.